Hey everybody, how you doing? You're watching Joe Baker's Remedy Report, and today is Friday, March 31st, 2023. Hope you're all having a great day, wrapping up a week here. I just thought I'd come on live and uh, see what we can talk about. I did this for like 400 days in a row or so, and got a lot of shows in the can from all the work we've done. Shows about healing and stuff like that. I've got energy sort of things. So if you've got a problem or somebody needs some help, kind of describe what the problem is, and we'll send some energy that way. Also, intelligence about. Uh, I think probably right now there's an epidemic that very few are talking about, and that's vitamin A toxicity causing liver, like fatty liver conditions. Um, what else can we say? Why am I getting all these beepy, beepy, beepy noises? I gotta take that down. Okay, done that. So what's going on? We got all these, shootings they're talking about, and you got trains running off of rail cars and stuff, and crashes and toxicity going everywhere. It's probably a good thing that people learn about how to make charcoal and try to reduce your toxicity in every way you can. I'm learning about how to soak my rice before I cook it. You can soak it in water and put pieces of charcoal, like sticks of activated charcoal, in there, and that'll help pull the arsenic out of the rice. Alan, good to see you there. Your comment snuck in. I just happened to look over, and there it was. And I'm learning to soak black beans, and cook them in a pressure cooker is what I'm doing, and cooking the rice that way too. And I think I finished it all up, but that's pretty much my diet: black beans and rice. And then when I get some steak, I love to eat uh, the lean part of the steak. And well, yeah, there's other things I eat too, but I'm so satisfied by the black beans and rice, and a little taste of roast beef in there. It's really odd. What my experience is that I don't end up with a craving. Um, the strange thing about vitamin A that I've heard is that it's addictive, and it also burns the inside of your body. It basically dissolves your tissue, so you're always fighting this constant battle with vitamin A. And when you have dissolving tissue in your body, guess what eats it up? Parasites. That's food for parasites. So I always thought the parasites ate, the food or whatever was in our bloodstream, what kind of food um, might come down the pike in terms of the intestines and stuff. But no, they're not only in your intestines, in the place where your food goes. They're in other parts of your body, like your brain. And I had a friend. She took fembendazole, and she could feel those suckers darting around her brain to get out. Really weird topic, I know, but it's important. They're controlling the population of the world, I think, through like parasites and stuff. Partly, it makes us. What else? The vitamin A. It makes us more reactive. It makes us more. Gives us that knee jerk kind of reaction to things instead of being, you know, responsive, uh, in a more thoughtful way. So that's kind of what I've been up to lately. I've jumped into the vitamin A rabbit hole, and I'll never come out of it. It's just, it's so important to everything. Good to see you, Ben. We treated Ben's knee on the show, and he was able to go back to work with that. So I have these tuning forks, and if you've got a part, if someone out there in the audience has an ache, or maybe it's even maybe you even got a mole or something, you want to look, you want a little work done on that. Speak up in the chat room and give us a target, a destination, somewhere to send energy. I've got this awesome device. It's like a wand, and I have it here, and I can point it at. How about your knee, Ben? How about we work on your knee a little bit? I'll just imagine your knees are here, and oh. What I really wanted to do on today's show. So there's a little bit for everybody's knee, and that's great, Ben. You got a tuning fork of 528 hertz. I like that one, and the ladies on the show, they seem to really like the 528, the sound. Um, for those of you who don't know what it's like, I think I have one here. This is the 190. Oh, this is 136. I don't see the 528. It's funny, the other day I couldn't find the 144, but I see that today. Here's 100 and well, she doesn't mark these. I think it's 192. That's the Sonic slider. It's got a little. I bought a boot for the bottom of it, and I've been meaning to do this to kind of keep the tone and tightness on my skin. People have been telling me I look a lot younger. In yesterday's show, I haven't gotten to shave today, so. Ooh. I think this vibration brings some energy to enzymes in the body, and then you have your cats don't like your 512 or 528. So bad. You're into machining and stuff like that, if I remember right. I'd kind of like to make. I'm toying with the idea of creating a business where I make charcoal sticks, because people are going to need these charcoal sticks to put in their rice as they're soaking it, and to draw out the arsenic. Well, anyway, I'm shopping for that. I happen to know somebody who's got a ton of oak wood in the neighborhood, and I'm thinking maybe we could make oak charcoal sticks. That'd be kind of cool. It's a very, very nice wood, and it would be great at pulling toxins out of people's food. I saw some people charging like $28 for some charcoal sticks. And most of them are coming from like the UK or in I don't know, Malaysia or somewhere like that. Some people are making them out of bamboo, which is cool. Got to get that message to the people in the Philippines. Ben says, I have to look that up. Charcoal sticks. Yep. We have a restaurant in these parts called the Charcoal Grill. Well, I plunked down $17 so I can use this Melon app for doing broadcasting. $17 a month, something like that, and versus $56 on Restream.io, and I get to stream to more restreamers. And like what I mean by that is, I'm streaming now on YouTube, so you can find me there on YouTube. It's let me see, I'll type it in. Yeah, you can make pills out of charcoal. That's right, and eat them. That's part of what I'm learning about the liver toxicity. It's one way to help buffer the bile, the toxic bile that comes out. But the timing's so important. But when you take it, it can constipate you to take charcoal. So, but if you've got diarrhea, that's probably not a bad approach to buffer the diarrhea with charcoal. What was I going to type? Oh yeah. So on Rumble, I'm not live streaming there yet, but I have uploaded some videos. And if you have a Rumble account, I sure would appreciate it if you could give me a follow there, like a subscriber type of thing. That is so helpful. I don't want to have to pay to stream there, but I'd like to start putting content, throwing content up there. I don't know. I don't know if there's a lot of people who would follow me up there or not. But anyway, I'm also on Twitch. I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitter. You just search for Remedy Report, Joe Baker's Remedy Report, and about a new thing too. I don't know what it's called. It starts with a T. I'll have to put that up on my website. What else is going on? The XRP coin. It's a cryptocurrency. That seems to be set to just imagine. I can't tell you how many times I've saw this stuff, and so take it for what it's worth. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think this XRP is going to go up in price, and it's going to be the banker's coin. It's the thing that helps CDBCs, central bank digital currencies, accomplish what they need to accomplish in the world. But you're able to front run many of the institutions at this point. You can buy in. It's like 53 cents the last I saw. You guys want to see the price? Let's see. I've been going to, let's see. I'll do TradingView. This might make my screen go crazy because, well, my computer isn't that strong. So we might skip a few frames here and there. So I think what you're seeing here, this is the last 24 hours of time, and it's a relative chart. So all of them start at the same place, and then it watches their relative performance. So what has gone up the most is XML, which is called Stellar, and XRP's been flat, pretty much flat over 24 hours. It's kind of odd. Bitcoin is up about 1%. Ethereum is up 1.37 dash. So it's kind of interesting to watch. Now, if we look back over 5 days, you can see this red one is XRP. That's the coin I'm talking about. And it had a big run up over here, and XLM also went up with it. The XRP and XLM are both very similar in the sense that they're part of this ISO 20022. It's a standard, an international standard for cryptocurrencies that will work with the banking system. So they're both compliant in that regard. And so that's kind of what that means, that the coins that are going to be used in the banking system are seeing some growth according to the last 5 days. Here's the last month. XRP is up 43% over the last month. And Stellar, the XLM, it's called, that's up 26%. And Bitcoin's up 20.9%. Bitcoin's a bigger market cap. It's a much larger ship in the waters. It has dominance over the cryptocurrency realm so far, and so it moves a little slower in price usually than the other cryptocurrencies. And then my favorite is down here on the bottom, Secret USD. If you really wanted to do something for me, you could buy me some Secret USD or Secret Network coin. I like that. Let's see what we've got in the chat room. Nothing much. Oh, Epsom salt baking soda is good for detoxing your body from metals. Yeah, I think you're probably right, Ben. The banks are collapsing. Ben writes the big banks, gold and silver. Tammy says, okay, when are you joining Rumble? Well, I'm on Rumble. I have that page. Thank you, Tammy. And I think it's up on the screen here. Let's see. Nope, it went away. I'll type it in. https://rumble.com/remedy report. You might have to put the word user before it. I know remedy report, it gets you up there. Oh no. Tell me I didn't only send that to the one place. And there it goes. And the rain is starting here. Just looking back, making sure I didn't miss anything. I'm going to check the design, see if I can turn this logo off. I can have all these overlays that come up on the screen. Maybe I'll have to make my own. Oh, there, I turned it off. Good. So yeah, the cryptocurrency time is well, we'll see what happens. I'm of the opinion that that it's just gonna blossom here, but you never know. I'm I'm wishing the best for everybody, though. Hey, how come I have stars? What have I done? Oh, it's a theme. Testing out some of these things here. That looks pretty cool. Oh, that's how you just click it twice and it goes away. That's what I wanted. Right. So let's take a look at the 5-year chart. Or all. What does that do? Five years. Bitcoin's only up 300% in 3 years. That's pathetic. XRP's only up 13%. We've had some rough times. Let's see, can I scroll this back? Here's where XRP went to at one point. It had this big surge back here where it went to $3. And now it's like 50 cents. So kind of looking for it to go, I don't know, a couple $100, something like that. I'd like to see, but we might have to wait some years for it to get there. Yep. But this is TradingView, and if you want to get a TradingView, I mean, I'm using it in free mode, but if you'd like to get one, um, all that stuff is up at where is it? Forgivenesscapital.com. Oh my goodness. So, what are you guys up to? Watching anything on television? I almost got hooked on television the other day, and I got one of those Amazon Fire Sticks, and I installed some software in there so I can watch channels from an IP, what do they call it? IPTV provider. So, you can get those, and you pay a very minimal amount. You can see a ton of cable channels, just about anything you want to. So I got one of those. If you're interested, talk to me in the back channels. But it's a little technical to manage, and they don't always, they're not always perfect. Channels pop in and out, or maybe you don't have some sound on a channel here and there, and you got to message it in and have them slap the machine, and they fix it. But they're responsive, and that's pretty nice. and I seem to be, very family friendly, and that's important. So I've been enjoying it, and then there's another app called Kodi that I installed on the Fire Stick, and I'm able to watch movies and stuff like that. So that was kind of fun. I watched some Doctor Strange, and I watched some of the Bear, Cocaine Bear. I saw previews to that, and I was like, I got to see some of that about some drug runners. In an airplane, he drops all this cocaine stuff down into the into the forest, and and a bear gets into it. So the bear's high on cocaine. It's funny. It's a funny idea. Um, yeah, I think people should have these. Let's do some work on hands. Um, just so we have some sound going in the background. I'm going to put this up for a background sound. There we go. And I'm going to imagine I have both of your hands here. And what this will do, and probably your feet. This is a nice, gentle healing for your body. If you're someone who's got, if you've got a lot of different problems with your body, we can send energy to your hands, and the cells in your hands have this ATP inside of them. It's like the power cell inside the cells, and I just learned those are able to pop out of the cell they're in, travel through your bloodstream, go to some other part of your body, and jump into a cell there. And when they jump in there, then it can help those cells to do stuff. So this is kind of like a solar battery charger or something. Your hands and your feet are all going to be right here. Here we go. And you might want to drink some water if you've got it. Working on those toes. Feet. Working on them from underneath. It occurs to me it probably would be a good thing uh, to do. Thanks, Ben. I always like when people say I look younger. uh, so this thing that I'm using is called. It's made by Prife, Prife, and Itera Care. It's a wand, I can sell you these. What I need 4 people to buy them from me, so I can get into my place in the company. So you'd be buying it from the lady up level from me or whatever. But that'd be pretty nice. And yeah, it has this quartz crystal inside, or some kind of crystal. I don't know if it's quartz, and it's like a tube, and the hot air goes past it, so it that makes the tube emit, uh, I guess, ions or electrons, and so then the air blows them, so it blows all this energy, the negative charge, into the area where the disease is. And diseased areas have a lack of the negative charge. The electrons have been stripped from an area, and that's why things like red blood cells and stuff stick together, and because they're lacking the charge. So you can relax that whole area, diseased area or whatever, by providing um, more negative charge. Yep. So we're working on the hands right now. We'll go back to doing a little bit more of that. I was going to suggest, if you have a recorder, like a little voice recorder or something, you could record these treatments, and then you can play them back when you whenever you want to. Kind of pause it when I'm talking, and just record it when it's when we're doing that stuff. That recording is a powerful thing because it lets you tap into the effects of the remote energetic treatment, so you can do it again and again and again. There you go, and you could just back it up, play that part of the video over and over again if that's working for you. But anybody, say you got somebody with dementia or something like that, um, you just play it on the computer or on your cell phone. You can turn the volume down even if you want. It's really bizarre how the connection works. Um, and just have it in the room and loop that part over and over again. That'll give energy into their hands. There's no, there's nothing wrong with putting energy into their hands. There won't be any adverse reaction there. And that through the bloodstream will go back to other parts of the body, and they'll get a little more energy in those places. Um, Talking about what we can do to help others, one of the biggest things is realizing that um, vitamin A is toxic, and like putting butter on your mashed potatoes. The butter, man, that's got a lot of vitamin A in it. I kind of want to get back to the days of the margarine manufacturers and go find out what were they doing? Why were they creating something as an alternative to butter? Um, and animal fat is bad. I could get a whole list of stuff out here if you guys think that would be worthwhile. Meantime, I think I'm going to keep an eye on the prices over here. What I like to do on my screen on TradingView is to take it and stretch it uh, over here. I've already kind of moved it. There we go. Move it so it's over there on the left. So from right now, I want to see the relative performance of of all the coins. So there we go. We'll come back to that later. So I think one of the very best things you can do for anybody's health is to start analyzing their diet for vitamin A content. Um, I've been, researching a lot of things. I don't know if you call it research, right? But I've been making myself aware of information for a long time on a lot of different topics that most people just wouldn't even think about looking into. And this vitamin A is all over the place. It's got markers over everything, and it looks like John D. Rockefeller and his institute intentionally duped the public back in around 1905, um, this time when they were starting to get the pharmaceutical industry rolling. So, what better way to make people dependent on you than to put a poison in their foods? A poison that would disrupt their neurons, um, something that would give them fatty liver, um, cause people to gain a lot of weight too, and kind of in a very silent way, where the liver is not something that you notice that it's gone bad until it's way too late, and even then, it's not the liver that shows up as the problem; it's other organs. But the cause is a highly toxic liver, and we're in an epidemic of liver toxicity. So it's not so hard, in switching diets. I mean, at first there's a little bit of a psychology about it. First off, you're addicted to vitamin A, so there's a lot of things that you crave, um, and but I don't know. I find after being on this a while that the rice and black beans are very satisfying, and I don't have to eat copious amounts of them. It's rather strange. I do find myself just going to the refrigerator and pulling some out with a spoon out of my Ziploc bag and just taking a bite full now and then, and that's pretty good. And it's kind of a slow weight loss thing. I've probably lost 10 pounds, and I go up and down, and sometimes I cheat on this thing. So, um, but I'm learning more and more that, you know, that the cheating isn't really necessary, and I'm not as compelled to do it. It's just like social circles or something invited over for dinner. So I ate a shepherd's pie. But I'll tell you, I have access in the house to a big container of jelly beans. And I used to be a person with a sugar tooth, and I'm not getting up and running for the jelly beans. I haven't had a single one of them probably in a week. So that's good. But when I went over for the shepherd's pie, I fell off the wagon, man. They've, those people, they've got candies and wrappers, and I had chocolates and crackers, and I figured, well, if this day I'm gonna cheat, I'm gonna go all the way. Yeah, and I was curious what would happen. That's the thing about changing diets like this is you generally become more sensitive to to the toxicity of the foods that you're not eating. And I thought maybe I would have diarrhea or something like that uh, from doing it, but no, I I managed quite fine. One of the things that happened recently is right under my rib cage, right here. There's a place where I've occasionally had cramps, and my heart's over on this side, so it's not my heart. So I think it was my gallbladder or my liver trying to push some kind of stone out. And usually I stretch to try to stretch it out so the spasm isn't relax release. But this time I thought I would just hold steady with it and let it do what it's trying to do, because obviously there's something in there it was trying to push out, or something in there was trying to get out. And well, it moved along, so I'm glad for that. We'll see if it happens again. Another thing I've been doing a lot lately is using this red light. This one is an infrared light lamp, and we can work on your feet and your hands here too. And what that does is stimulates enzymes that help break down some of the toxins in your body. Um, for some reason, those enzymes end up going on a holiday when the environment gets way too toxic. That's why it's so nice to get out in the sun and uh, in a swimming suit or something, so you can get the sun's rays on your body. I'm not sure how well it works if it's through glass. I've heard that glass blocks some of the infrared light, or no, I misspoke. It blocks some of the ultraviolet light. So you might want to have more direct access to the sun than through a window. Yeah, this is a good thing for you too. All right. And the red light, I think, is more um, appropriate for all parts of your body. If you wanted to, you could get one of those for under $300. You get a full body um, stand of red lights, and they're in this particular spectrum where they're not hot like the infrared. Some of them are a longer wavelength than the infrared, and they're almost, I don't think those are even visible, but they do penetrate all the way down, like to your bones. And then the near infrared, which you can almost see. And so I've got one of those bulbs coming in the mail very soon. So if you'd like to have one of these, you can work on people's joints, shoulders. I've been working on my head, my forehead. Just watch how I do it on my face. And I've been doing this on my teeth. I have some yellow spots. Let's see, right at the bottom, and I'll hold my gums open and shoot it in there. You can go for a lot longer on each part. I think in the beginning, they say a real small amount of time, but then you can go up to like 20 minutes, um, over a week or something. So this is about a $400 item, and there's opportunities to sell it. If you buy one, then you get into the organization and you can sell them. There are other kinds that are competitors that are out there, but Prife is seems to be a good name, and it's working. And my friend's into it, and she's all excited about it. It's helped her so that she can walk better. She had knees that were bone on bone, and with bone spurs on them, and now she's with using it. She's just been walking fine. Can go up and down stairs. I mean, that's a big difference. I mean, look at you can take your insurance policy, your health insurance policy, right? And you can say, well, they're going to pay for it and all this, and go to the hospital and get a replacement knee and all that. And then, but what risks are you putting yourself at by doing that? I knew a guy down the street. He got some horrible infection from the surgery. And then there's all the physical therapy you got to go through, and there's times you can't really walk hardly at all afterward. So you got to have somebody else to take care of you, help you get into the shower, in and out of the bathtub. I mean, and it got to help you get in and out of bed. I think this is a much better investment to get your knees and shoulders and stuff fixed than going for surgery. And then we can do stuff on this show to help. Does anybody have any health issues you want to do? Let's check and see how many of you can feel your trauma from your liver from your childhood. We had Tammy Krause on here yesterday, and we cleared a lot of her trauma. Tammy, you were watching earlier in the show. If you're still there, what kind of changes or what have you noticed since yesterday of us working on your liver? Mm-hmm. All right, getting in a position, rolling up my sleeves. It reminds me of the Rocky and Bullwinkle show. Puffing up my sleeves, presto! All right, and then we'll do the grounding thing. Let's see, we'll lay you here. Here's your head. Go from your head to your feet. Feet down here. And go down to the earth ground. And from the feet up to the head and to the stars in the sky. All right, let's see what we can feel in our livers. You might want to, you might need this stone. This one's a black tourmaline. And if anybody feels, feel adverse reactions to it, let me know. All right. I'm going to go from 20, that's your birth or your gestation, your conception. Starts at 20, and then we go all the way count down to up to the present time. So we're just going to work on like around 20. 20. Because I would feel really bad if people didn't get their livers cleared by watching the show. If they didn't. 20. And it's not like we're clearing the fat from your liver. It's something stranger than that. The organs seem to hold trauma. The trauma affects the metering of how much, like how much bile it expels under certain conditions. There's something, an idea of a feedback loop, like a valve an intelligent valve. I can do this if you have the adrenal glands on top of your kidneys. Some people had a traumatic childbirth and those valves don't work properly. If somebody scares them, why, it just shoots out a copious amount of adrenaline or the death hormone, cortisol. So with this tuning fork, I can calibrate things like that. They auto calibrate themselves. I'm not doing anything real special. I mean, I guess you'd think I am, and in reality, it is pretty special. But whoo, 20. 19. 18. 17. 16. Good. Well, I don't hear anybody with any feedback on that, but if you can feel it, that means there's trauma there to be cleared. And I'm available for private sessions. Best way I think to find me is just at forgivenesscapital.com. I know there's so many websites I give you guys. I just never came around to starting a domain name for Joe Baker's Remedy Report. It's just all my other projects. I've got so many projects. I've probably got 12 domain names. I've got World Hall of Records. I've got, I think there's one about Peace Through Anarchy. There's antimoney.net, remedycoin.com, forgivenesscapital.com, josephwilliambaker.com. I got too many domains, man, and not enough income. I basically pay my domain registration fees, and that's my that's a significant portion of what little income I get. Maybe I should start telling my story. In Bakersfield, California, back in 2009, I was there to help Star Hills, and with her, well, she was helping me. I mean, I kind of needed a place to go, and she was challenging the bank with her mortgage, and I thought that was cool, and I wanted to be a part of a foreclosure that would go all the way to the Supreme Court, and which would invalidate all bank mortgages, so people wouldn't be indebted to the banks anymore. And well, so I got there, and everything was going great until, let's see, September. I guess I was there about 5 months, and then this arrest happened, and I got pulled over in an alleyway. It was a false arrest. There was no reason for them to pull me over. And they asked my name. I said, "Am I required to have such a thing?" He said yes, and I told him, "I'm appealing your legal determination. You need to get your boss down here right away." And well, they ended up clubbing me 15 times, threatening my life, saying that I think he shot himself, and then stomped on my head 3 times. So I kind of, to this day, have some problems with my neck. And I've been using this wand on my neck and the infrared heat lamp. And I seem to have been making some great strides with that lately. But Bakersfield still has to pay me for what they've done to me. And I don't know. I mean, I've got ideas of what to do. I just keep calling them, telling them what they're doing is wrong. I'm being harmed every day that they don't provide my remedy. It's all compounding. Right. So I need to shift myself to a place of bliss. I'm capturing my aura right now, like a snapshot in my mind, and it's a pretty low place thinking about all that. I need to I need to switch to a better place where I'm emitting bliss or love at least. Maybe I can be compassionate to myself. That might work. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to go enjoy this thunderstorm. I can hear it rolling through out there, and the birds are singing. I think we might, our power might go out tonight. So maybe I should just bring this to a close. Thank you for your time and attention. And if you leave a comment, then well, I'll know you were here, and that's nice to see. I guess I'll try to get back to a doing this at 1 p.m. Central Time. Kind of kind of late on that today. Uh, it's a show. It's usually at 1 p.m. Central Time in the U.S. and that time is approximate. I'm hoping to have a guest next week from Rule of Law Radio Show, Deborah Stevens. We'll see. Roger is working on that. Roger does some of the co-producing of the show, and he listens to their radio program quite a lot. So he's got them to express some interest in being here. Another thing to look at is the forgivenesspubliclicense.org, way to resolve conflicts through an act of unilateral forgiveness. Basically, if you're the one injured, the ball is in your court, and you can do everything necessary to secure your remedy, as long as we can get this idea through to the markets that a judgment where one forgives the other person is worth money. And so that's what this show's about, teaching the world how to have a better monetary system through forgiveness. There it is, the 528 hertz love frequency. Yep, that's what our friend Ben was talking about. And hey, why not? Governmentisascam.com. They have this PDF that you can buy. Well, it's an ebook. Depends how you get it or whatever. Government, the biggest scam in history exposed. How intergenerational organized crime runs the government, media, and academia. Lots of pictures in here to help you understand the concepts. I think it's 170 pages. Here it's showing the similarities between like the Hitler Youth and the Boy Scouts. They've all got the same kind of photography, and the Russian young pioneers, East German young pioneers, Boy Scouts of America. It's all the same kind of indoctrinational stuff. Yeah, well, it's well worth the money, and that way you can, teach your children or your parents. I know it's a sensitive topic, letting them know that their allegiance to a flag is a rather twisted, bizarre thing. But the allegiance to one another is a more true and noble um, idea. So there you go. If you'd like to send a contribution, PayPal at remedycoin.com is the address I have registered with PayPal. Otherwise, my correspondence address where you can shower me with checks with lots of zeros. Joseph William Baker, 1930 Village Center Circle, number 34444, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89134. And that's a traveling mailbox. I do have a whole bunch of affiliates that you can look at if you go to the website forgivenesscapital.com. And you'll see the affiliates link up there on top, and traveling mailbox is one of them. You can sign up for traveling mailbox and I'll get a little bit of credit for it. I think I pay $20 a month. I've been with them probably 9 or 10 years now, and it's been great. I've got a mailbox in Las Vegas. It's if something comes there, I can have it. I can have them scan it, so I can look at it online, or I can have them forward it to me. I'm going to go outside and enjoy this storm. You guys take care and be healthy and stay in touch. All right, thank you. Oh, we also have a chat room in Telegram. If you use Telegram, you can reach me. I'm Remedy Joe. Otherwise, there's Remedy Report is the chat room. Great. Bye-bye.